Hey, what's up, YouTube land? So, today, we are speedrunning Biohazard 3, which is Resident Evil 3. Nemesis, yes. I played this already before, but we're going to do a speedrun now. I'm loading something up because I want to show off a couple things real quick.
29:30? You're cheating.
Yeah. This was, let's talk about the display first. This is the official timer. So this is the official timer. It starts at a certain point after you press start, and it's the official game timer that it uses. Up here you can see my health. You have health at 200. Once you get down to 100, you're on caution. Once you get down to 25, you're in danger. Obviously, it shows you my HUD and my different what weapons I have there.
So this is cheating.
It's totally cheating. You know, the funny thing is they actually, to put in a speedrun, you have to have this running. Right. So it's technically not cheating.
It's because it like confirms you're playing the correct version, because that wouldn't work with any other version. This
is Nemesis life bar. Whenever I enter a room and you see it's red, it means that Nemesis is there.
Oh,
that
literally
actually,
cheating.
It's literally cheating. That actually gives you like kind of a heads up as far as that's concerned. For those of you who are new to speedrunning, these are my what's known as splits. When I get to certain parts in the game, I'm going to be keeping the time to kind of see how I'm doing comparatively. This is my best time, little under 50. What's that?
At your current PB?
That's my current PB, personal best.
Spencer promised us he's beating
60-something in the world. This is how many times I've reset the game, although I think it's more because sometimes it doesn't save, so it's probably like at 100. And yeah, that's it. Down here you'll see what my previous segment was and like how it compares to like how I did in the past, and then it'll tell you my current pace, which is pretty much just 49:53 plus or minus whatever I'm at currently. So there's a couple new tricks that I learned since I last played. The first one is getting good, but I didn't learn that one quite yet. Get it? So there's this really weird one called delay input canceling. So when you go, you see how the text is rather fast, how it loads up here. When you press left or right at the same time, you cause the text to go a little bit faster. And obviously on the PC, yeah, I know.
And that was pretty fast, that text.
It's already pretty fast, yeah. And that's the whole reason
Are we talking literal frames
people
here?
play this version. Apparently you save roughly a quarter second each time you do this, but I mean
there's how many texts?
right?
Right.
So you have to press left and right at the same time, which obviously is very difficult to do. So what you do is
also impossible in PS1.
You just put it would be impossible in PS1. So I just map another key to left and right. So this is normal, and this is the delay input canceling. And as you saw, that was pretty quick. Normal, delay input. Normal, delay input. So a little faster.
Okay.
So
I can see it.
I forget.
It's only 15 frames faster.
It's literally not. Yeah, even on here.
Second.
So that was not delay input, and this is delay input.
I see it like 1 frame a second.
And it's hard. I'll probably mess up, and if I start getting like ahead of time, and I'm like kind of messing up on that, I might.
Shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Yeah, I might mess around with that. And then obviously, one other thing to talk about real quick is you see how I can instantly change to go through this this loading screen, which is the main reason people play this version. Now, if you notice when I go up here, if I press it instantly, it pretty much loads instantly. But if I press it instantly here, it loads after like a second, right? So to be the master at this game, you have to memorize which one like loads quick and which one loads slowly. So for this one, what I should do is do about that, and that ends up being the optimal thing. Wow. Whereas for this one, I just jam on the F key. Now, I'm not that good. I literally jam on the F key every time.
Well, it seems like you're wasting a lot of time right now. Oh, there you go.
So here's the rules of the run. You do original mode, you do heavy, which is hard, and then you pick whatever costume you want. I like special.
Timer's at 4
where
minutes.
Do you hit the reset?
So as you can see in the upper right, I have the handgun equipped. Now
it's 4 minutes in.
Oh yeah, it didn't start yet. It'll start the timer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to allow myself a few resets, especially if about. Do you see where it says RPD exit?
Well, you're already off to a bad start.
I know, I got bit. Here's an interesting fact about this game. After this cutscene, you actually get your life back. There are 2 times where you get all your life back. There, and after you fight the Clock Tower Nemesis. Here's another interesting case of the loading. I'm not going to jam this right away because I have this one memorized. You let it go about there, and it's optimal for whatever reason. I'm going to try my best to explain things as I'm doing them. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Okay. What is this game?
What is this weird language?
So about 4 minutes into it, we're going to enter the police station. When you get to the second floor of the police station, you open up a locker, and there's either a grenade launcher or a Magnum. You want Magnum.
Wait, you want Magnum?
I'm sorry, you want grenade launcher.
I was going to say.
You want grenade launcher.
Don't jinx yourself.
I know.
The game
So, if I have a decent time heading into there, and I get the grenade launcher, I'm continuing. If I get the Magnum, I'm going to be resetting.
What if you have the best time you ever had and you
Wait,
get Magnum?
When's the Magnum reset point? Like, how many minutes in?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 for a good player, so 4:30 for me. Well, so this one you leave because the zombies respawn in better locations. They're very aggressive to begin with there. So this is what's known as the basement, and it's the main reset point of this. The main reason being those zombies tend to follow you down. They kind of did this time, so that's bad. And that's what's known as a basement reset.
All right.
So when they
is that the 2 reset points, that and Magnum?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the biggest one is that one. Now, if I get more than a couple tries in, I'm gonna get a little less hardcore about what I'm doing. Oh. I actually do that all the time. I did not reset my my splits. I do that literally all the time. Yeah, I didn't officially reset them. So I'm gonna get to the point. If I do it a couple of times, I don't have the patience of speedrunners, so I
quit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the basement better. If if I start doing it worse, I'm just gonna continue through. It's not like I'm so optimal that it matters much to me, but it's pretty cool to get one where the zombies, when you see them walk out really quick from that door, that's exactly what you want to see, and that means they're probably not following you in. If they get to the point where they're halfway down the stairs, you might as well just restart, because literally they're going to start vomiting on you. One of the big things about this game is if zombies are at a different level than you are, higher or lower, they're going to not bite you but vomit on you. So they vomit on you first and then they bite you. So at that point, literally, they vomit on you, they bite you, you throw them off, and you might not be able to run past them anyway. So it's pretty brutal. Trev, can you move the mouse, please? Sorry, I have it in the middle of the thing. Thanks, mate. There is an auto splitter for this game, but I never got to figure out how to make it work. It literally splits every single room you go to.
Like every door, right?
Yeah, every door. And that's too intense for me. I'm not all about that. Those are for the people who are literally first place.
So you created these sections?
I created these sections, okay. Yeah. So they just give me an idea of how I'm doing. Lighter, I should be around 230 to 240 at that point once I put it together. Now, one of the things to mention is I used to split at the exact second I got things. So the exact second I got the lighter, I would split. Now I do it when I leave the door, so I'll automatically be... I'm going to continue, unless I get the here again.
Not even just outside basement.
Nowhere. Oh. So zombies always. Oh. Zombies always use 20 damage.
Yeah, zombies always do 20 damage. That was exceptionally bad. So one of the things that zombies do in this game randomly, this game is all about randomness, and that's bad. One of the things that these zombies do is some of them will be what's known as turbo zombies, which means they'll be faster than normal. And that one that bit me at first was a turbo zombie. So there's really nothing you can do about it there. Later you can have enough time to do your thing.
Is that first zombie evadable, or do you always just tank the hit?
It's faster to just tank it. One of the things I hope to show later, but it's very difficult, is what's known as emergency dodge. When you get near a zombie and it's about to bite you, you raise your weapon, and it has to have bullets in the weapon.
Monsters have overtaken
And she'll like kind of like lunge forward at it. So it's something I'm hoping to do, but it's very difficult just because of the timing and doing it all during a run and stuff like that. Long story short, Resident Evil 3 is a really, really fast and really hard to run game.
With a billion instances of RNG.
It's kind of why I like it, because I would get very bored if it was like the same thing every time. So at the very least, like, you will never, ever, ever have 2 runs that are the same. There are certain spots where I might point out and be like, this is dogs, and there's certain parts where I might be like, oh, this could be zombies or crows kind of thing. So it's always different. Sometimes for the worse. About, let's see, my PB's 50 minutes. About 38 minutes in, we're gonna hit a really big point where we really don't want to see hunters, and we really want to see snakes.
All right, here we go, bros.
So here we go.
I would love to see snakes.
This is bad, but we're just gonna let it go. So literally, a top tier runner would have seen those enemies there and would have literally reset.
Do you always tank that hit as well?
Yeah. Good.
It probably like wastes like
Right there.
Nice.
half second.
Sweet.
Dude, he was in such a bad
That's
position.
fine.
We're fine. So leaving this room at about 205 and with 140 health will do us. Especially since... that was a turbo zombie. It was like a mid-turbo zombie. That one is a turbo zombie.
Someone died.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was that guy.
So
You
I'm
just
gonna
ran past
I'm gonna
them.
be
Why didn't you
behind.
help them?
I'm gonna be behind on this lighter. That was a turbo as well, and there's literally nothing you can do to get away from it. Pretty cool, huh? So now at this
You
point,
cannot run into it.
if I get into caution at any point this early,
waste time.
I am going to reset. When you're on caution, I'm about 2 seconds behind in reality, but I'm going to do the split right here.
It's caution 100.
Caution's 100. When you're on caution, you run about 20 to 50, I don't know the exact number, percent slower, and that's not good.
It's a big
So this
range.
is a really bad spot for this zombie to be, and it was turbo, so that's cool.
Was that like 5 out of 5 turbos?
So, yeah, that zombie, I hope you see it this time. He can be moving, and if he's moving, you can get past him with ease. If he's not, you have to kind of goad him into moving. And the perfect combination for crap was the simple fact that he was turbo and non-moving, which meant that, like, by the time you goad him into moving, he's, like,
Already on
you. Yeah, if he was normal, I could have got past that decently easy. So... the only time at this point now, since I've done a couple resets, the only reason I'm going to reset is if I get into caution before I get to the police station, or I'm gonna do maybe 1 or maybe 2 just for the sake of time, magnums, like instead of grenade launchers. If I get to the point where I've done it a couple times and it's like a magnum again, like I'm just gonna roll with it. It's a separate category, so it is what it is.
The monsters have overtaken the city.
You really... I mean, there's people, like, speedrun this game, like, in 8-hour streams, and, like, sometimes don't get 20 minutes into the game, you know, which...
Wow.
I mean, that's for the top-tier people, but... I've, like, had people on in the background that, like, spend an hour and a half and don't get past the basement. And I'm like, dude...
Because they're just trying to get that perfect basement.
And it really is key. Like, it can save a lot of time. And in a game
I mean,
where...
it's early enough that you're like, alright, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm not going to play... an hour's or 40 minutes or whatever worth of game when I could have reset in the first minute to save myself.
Pretty much. It's also nice that this game really, I mean, like, a minute in, I'm actually playing, so it's not like this real long thing where you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, I wish it
long
was shorter.
exposition.
Don't get me wrong, I wish it was shorter, but,
Yeah.
like, still, it's like, it's not FF7 where you're like, whip, gotta do the reactors again. So, let's hope for goodness here. Just in these 5 minutes, you guys have seen a lot of different variances of RNG.
Woo!
So we had a turbo zombie who is going to probably be there, and it's going to be very annoying. You also saw the variance last time where I pushed him down and he didn't fall down. Okay, this is a literal reset. Come on.
All right.
I mean, like nobody can do anything about that when they
'cause they
when they're
start
down
throwing
there.
up on you.
Yeah, you'd have to get them to come the whole way down and then throw them off again. So
Right. Or shoot them, but at that point you're like, okay.
I have 15 bullets.
So yeah, that's not happening anyway.
Four bullets for the handgun pretty much knocks them down, but they're also on stairs, so it's not guaranteed they're gonna knock down. Sometimes like you shoot them and they kind of like They do exactly that, actually. You saw how he didn't fall down, but he just kind of like... Bleh. So, if they did that and didn't even fall down, I couldn't get past, so... It's quite the room. Now, luckily, that room is very early on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, really. I feel like that would make it like a game that wouldn't even be fun to speedrun if that was in like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The
Or last
monsters
10
have
minutes
overtaken
even.
the city.
So at this point, I've restarted enough that as long as I like don't get the zombies on the stairs, I'm gonna continue no matter what. The world record of this is like low 41 minutes, so I literally have 9 minutes to save technically. So it's not like me getting out of there with 10 seconds off. It means I can't beat my PB. That's completely silly. I hate that room. Doing that, like, it's like such a weird angle. There's certain like rooms where I just don't like the angles that you do stuff.
Trying to direct.
Yeah, and that one you're actually supposed to do the quick turn, but it's so hard to do it and get like the exact right angle that I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'll just take it the normal way. Alright, so.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed, there's also variations on RNG there. Sometimes you get close to the door and it breaks, and sometimes you have to click the door and it breaks. So that's
similar
like
to
a
what
second.
I've watched you play with the
Perfect.
That's good, they're way
Do not
out,
follow me!
but they looked pretty fast.
What if he follows you?
He didn't fall down.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go, bros.
Yes!
Oh, bad position.
It actually, it actually
it's
was.
on,
Dude,
bros!
first try.
Oh, I got out of the room before 2 minutes. So this
Wow.
is... I was gonna say, that's the most common turbo zombie in the game, and he freaking was. Literally, if he's turbo and he's in that position, you can't do anything about it. Now, the good news is we're at 160, we have 3 bites before we're cautioned, so even if we get bit here, we're okay. Please don't be turbo. The wrong guy was turbo. Good. Alright, so we're not gonna help Brad at all. Brad's being bit by a zombie, but you just leave. So in reality, I'm pretty much dead on. It's going to show him a little behind, because I don't like to do the split till a little later. So in reality, I'm pretty much dead on, which is good. Let's hope this zombie's moving here. It looks like he is.
Dead on.
Hey!
And it's,
So this is another little bit of RNG here. The thing right here can break right now, or after I do this, which it's going to be after, which is...
Good, right?
Yeah, you save a second if it happens. If it happens when you are running, you don't see a cutscene, so you technically save a second. But it's a lot easier when it breaks after you do it, if that makes sense.
That's what I call a hot dog.
Hot
Nice.
dog.
So
All
we're
right, here
gonna
we go.
So there's more RNG coming up in.
Launcher.
So in a second, we're gonna enter a room with zombies. There's 2 different placements they can be. I will tell you right away if they are good or bad.
Later.
Hey,
I just like how that room that's just like, no, this door, I'm Nemesis.
Why'd you skip that split?
I did it. Okay, so this is good. This is
He's
really
exactly
good.
on.
This is really good. All right, so here's some more RNG. We're gonna try 0, 1, 3, 1 first. Oh, dude, it's the run.
My gosh,
it's literally
on.
the run.
Here we go.
I might literally take the Magnum and run.
First place.
Yeah.
Do not. So if she's a turbo zombie, you can't do anything about it either. You literally cannot do a single thing about it. Like there's certain times. Oh my god.
You can uninstall the game. I mean, you can do things about it.
The percentage of turbo zombies today is unreal.
I like how you decided to do RNG the run during Dog Curse forever.
Aye. We're gonna pick up this for safety.
Bros! Bros!
Ready?
Here goes.
Yes! Let's go!
It's on!
Let's go,
boys!
baby. Let's go.
Oh, man.
I think the Magnum's cooler.
The Magnum is cooler, but slower. Also, the Magnum is way less strong to be... See, now he's not a turbo. You enter the room again, and it's like,
He,
he's
like,
not a turbo.
reloaded.
You
He's
see
like-
that 800 out of 800 Nemesis is here. He's not going to follow me in this room,
Yeah,
but
he
he will
didn't-
follow me in the next room.
He didn't spook me because his game is cheating.
Now,
He's
if zombies are right here, they really F with you. There's zombies right in front of the door, and they will bite you, and Nemesis will hit you, and that's bad. Oh my god, we're going to be a tiny bit ahead.
Ah! Whoa! We got a second,
Gold!
boys.
Do
We
you see
got
that?
a second.
So gold, the gold color right there means it's the fastest that I've ever done that split.
All right.
Wow.
But what's your weakest split in your PB?
First, from City Hall Open to first train car piece, 100%. You'll see why it's so freaking hard. Oh, and the entire last third of the game. So the best part about this run is the hardest boss by far is, for me, about 38 minutes into the thing. It's the Nemesis acid fight, and I've lost many a run that was decent enough to PB because the Nemesis acid did not let me do my stuff. So take everything you hate about RNG and have it into one fight, and well,
Hey, can
Those
you?
dogs just want to play. What? What's
What?
happening?
what do you want me to do?
Try to say, can you?
I don't know what I was gonna say because you interrupted me.
Oh,
So this
sorry.
is
What?
this is known as the
Sorry.
rare dodge hallway because it's rare to dodge anything in here.
Whoa!
Nice.
Holy mackerel!
I thought the one dodge was good.
And then there were 4 more.
What is this? Half-Life? Get it?
Get it?
I get it.
Oh, used it. How did he find us?
You've seen it enough. So, certain cutscenes you can skip and certain you can't. This one you can't.
This way.
And also, I gotta remember that I gotta let it... there we go. Oh, that was pretty good.
This way.
This way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It pretty much said...
You just step on.
I don't know how Carlos gets out.
Carlos.
See ya, Carlos.
I've never once...
What?
Let's try it.
And he's there.
Nope. I've never once gotten past that zombie. But that's okay. Okay, so we are on decent time, my friends.
You're almost on caution. I'm scared.
Yeah, when's the other point where your health restores?
Like,
and
I seen
decides now.
I normally don't
How
do
many is
that.
it?
Like
2,
Is that
3,
thing see-through?
4, 5,
5,
6, 7. Yeah, it's transparent. 8,
Is
9.
Is it like
10,
that in the original game?
11. No. Obviously,
11?
a problem with this game.
It's a bug, and it's just actually...
I mean, it's cool,
Fine.
but it's weird.
There's another one you'll see later that Carlos has to push. That's the same way. It's just transparent. I guess it's like telling you, like, hey, this can be moved, bud. It is not like that in the original game, though.
What is it? Because the mod.
So
you're
this is
using?
Rare Dodge Hallway number 2. You have to be super good to get past this, and I am not. Okay.
But what if you were?
Hey, he also was very slow. He's not usually that slow.